What is going on, guys? Mike with CHIT-CHAT Gaming here. So just when you think Battle Royale is dead, has fallen to the wayside, here comes Call of Duty Modern Warfare to bring it back to life and to basically have their own take on the Battle Royale genre as well too, as they are introducing a couple new modes actually here coming to the game tomorrow. And the good thing is that they are free to play and they don't require the base game. So even if you don't have Modern Warfare, you can still play both these modes for free as a separate game mode as well too, which is actually pretty cool because a lot of my friends who don't have the game and like Battle Royale will actually be able to jump on there and play. So what I want to do right now is just kind of go over a couple of the key features that I feel is going to make this game unique. I mean, Battle Royale was a huge thing, and there was tons and tons of different Battle Royale games, with two of them kind of still remaining relevant at the top list of like Twitch and stuff and Mixer, and that's like Apex Legends and PUBG as far as the Battle Royale genre goes. But Blackout was there for a little while, and I think people kind of got bored of Blackout. I didn't really care for it. I just didn't get into it. With the shields and everything, I just couldn't take it no more. The game itself just wasn't very fun to me. But I definitely am interested in what Modern Warfare and what Call of Duty is going to be bringing to the table with this new update, which is called Warzone. Now, there's two different modes in this. We have the traditional Battle Royale Warzone, which I'll go over in just a second. But they also are introducing a new mode called Plunder. And what Plunder is going to be, from what it looks like anyways, is going to be more of like a respawn mode with like, with multiplayer aspects to it as well too. I'd heard something about bounty, like where you're actually going to go around collecting money and such as well too, and the team with the most money is the victor. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea how it's going to be. All I do know is that it's a respawn, multiplayer mode versus like a Battle Royale mode. The next mode, like I mentioned though, is the big one that everyone's talking about, and it's the Battle Royale Warzone mode. Now this is going to be basically something a little different here, because it's not your traditional. It is a traditional BR to an extent. You have 150 players. You have solos, you have duos, you have trios, which is cool. But I figured them to kind of have like what Blackout had with like 4 people to a squad, or like PUBG and such. But I'm glad that they actually have solos, duos, and trios, because Apex still doesn't have that. They have trios, of course, and every once in a while they'll introduce solos and duos as well too. But it's not one that's always available, which I think is still kind of silly. So that's the 3 different modes you're going to have with the Battle Royale mode here. Like I mentioned, 150 players. I have heard that they might be extending that to 200. We'll wait and see here. But one good thing about this too, just to start from the very, very top, when you drop in, it's a traditional drop-in style. You drop into the map, locate where you want to drop. Once you drop in though, you land with a pistol. So you have a gun in hand, which I think is huge, because I'm a big Apex player, and one thing I run into is I hate dropping with nothing, just to open up a bin with nothing but backpacks in there, or nothing but level 1 armor, which is good at the very, very start. But the person next to me, of course, opens up their bin and they have a Havoc or something along the lines, and they unload on me and kill me. Well, at least if I have a pistol in hand, I have a fair chance of fighting possibly, or if we both have a pistol, we can have a little pistol fight there. So that right there is great. Another thing too is that this is, and it's gonna probably make some people angry, that this is not like your tactical style, like Battle Royale, like with like PUBG and such as well too. Even like Blackout and stuff. You're not gonna be going around. They're gonna make it more simple. You're not gonna go around looking for attachments and optics as well too. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be actually landing, and you're going to be going around looking for these different loot crates. And these loot crates are going to have different like rare, common, basically guns and stuff. It's actually going to have the attachments already applied to the weapon you're using, which I do like, because don't get me wrong, I love like games like PUBG, and like Tarkov and stuff like that, where you're going around, you're like finding different attachments and everything as well too. Even in Apex and such, kind of it kind of makes it a little more, like I mentioned, like a little more tactical. But in this one here, they're making it more simple. They want it to be more about the fighting. They want you to fight. So that's what they're going to be doing here, is basically giving you a gun to start off with a pistol, and of course having you go around and locate these different loot boxes that's going to be filled with weapons already. So that way you don't have to go around looking for all these different parts. You can just go ahead and start fighting right away, because that's going to be their main focus here. You're basically going to have blueprints, what it's going to be from what it looks like. We're going to go around and basically picking these up to be able to get your weapons. So a little bit different here. We'll have more about that here soon, I'm sure. Another thing too here is that as far as the healing system goes, there is auto healing. kind of like multiplayer, you know, like there is before, like in regular Call of Duty and such as well too, where you'll be able to auto heal. You know, you'll be able to actually use a stem cell as well too to kind of to get your health back and such. So a little bit different. You're not going to be going around finding, you know, med kits and everything to basically have to heal. So that's kind of cool. I do like that. Like I said, this is kind of multiplayer mixed with Battle Royale. So again, I do like the idea of auto healing as well too. Another thing as far as armor goes, you're actually not going to be going around finding level 1, level 2, level 3 armor. You're all going to have the same armor, but you're going to go around and find armor plates. So these plates will basically build up. I believe you can build up to 3. And what you're going to do is that's how you're going to build up. So if you lose a plate, fine, go out and find another one. I like this idea simply because of the fact that, again, I'm using Apex as an example. I'm using Blackout as an example as well too. I can't stand when I land. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the luck of the draw, but I land and I pick up a level 1 armor and the guy next to me just happens to land next to a purple armor and boom, or level 3, whatever you want to call it. You know, he picks it up and there you go. Good luck with that one. So I do like the idea that you're going to be able to go around finding these different shield plates and armor plates, whatever they're called here, to basically armor up. Another good thing is you're going to have a mini-map on there as well too, and when you do shoot, every time you shoot, you are visible on the mini-map. You'll be able to see where you're at. So you can't hide forever. You shoot, people are going to know exactly where you're at. So just like multiplayer, you're going to be picked up on that mini-map. I did find out that the pinging system is in the game as well too. So like Apex, like Fortnite, and such as well too, you'll be able to ping your weapons. That way, if you're talking to somebody or you're playing with somebody who doesn't have a mic on or so forth, you can still communicate with the pinging system. I do like that here as well too. And another cool thing is that there's going to be a cache system. So you're going to go around different buildings and such as well too, different areas, you know, collecting this cash. And what you can do with this cash is you can actually go to different locations throughout the game, and you can purchase things like kill streaks. You can purchase respawns for your team as well too. So if you want a teammate to respawn, you actually have to use cash that you collected to be able to respawn them, as well as bringing in kill streaks as well too. So I do like that. That's kind of like what CS:GO and such. In between matches, a little different though, but in between matches, you know, you can buy things as well too, some upgrades and so forth. So I do like that aspect of it as well. The biggest thing here though is the respawns. And what I like about that is that when you die, you know, you don't just get brought back in. You don't get revived, you don't get taken to a respawn point here, and you don't just get brought back in. It's kind of unique because when you die, you can either A, you know, you can spend that cash and you can bring your teammate back in, or B, from the way it looks here, this is really cool, is that you're actually taken into the I think it's the Gulag prison here, and you're actually taken into there and you're dropped in, and you wait in a queue system until you're ready to have a one-on-one battle with somebody else. And if you win that one-on-one battle with somebody, you are brought back in the game. If you lose that one-on-one battle with somebody, then you are automatically out of the game. You're eliminated. I like that. It's kind of a little mini game. It's kind of another opportunity for them to basically, you know, test your might, if what you might want to say, or to kind of just basically have a battle, a duel to the death here, and the winner gets to come back into the game. I like that aspect as well too, and I did see some footage of how the actual game goes when you win the game. I think it's pretty cool. There's some pretty cool kill scenes. Then it kind of comes up and says like finish him, almost like Mortal Kombat or so. But so you can actually finish off your opponent with your last team. The helicopter comes in, picks you up, and takes you off to live happily ever after. So again, though, I think the respawns is very, very unique. I think there's so many different aspects about this actual this multiplayer / battle royale genre, this whole mode that they created. I think it's going to suck me back in. I think what it's going to do is going to suck a lot of the multiplayer battle royale fans who were like me personally. I was getting wore out. I was getting bored. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare a ton when it first came out. I mean, my friends did. I just got wore out. I got tired. And I got bored. So for me, I wanted to jump back into something different. So I think that this is definitely going to pick me back up and bring me back in for a little while. I'll of course play it here tomorrow. Once again, it's a free download. I'll play it here tomorrow and let you guys know what I think. So sound off in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this new Warzone mode that's coming to Call of Duty Modern Warfare tomorrow here. Once again, of course, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification to keep updated on all things here that is Chit Chat Gaming. And once again, guys, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying, happy gaming.